So, Rishabh, somebody starting out a business for the first time in their life, they've chosen a consumer product. They want to scale it online because online is, potentially, at least the narrative that we hear, you can sell to the entire country while, being in a go down. And let's not talk about product market fit here. Sure, I've got a winning product. Tell me, despite winning product, where am I likely to mess up?
The thing is, I have to go back to product because
Okay.
I'll stitch it back. But I
Sure.
think if you get product thinking right, distribution is not going to be so complex. So the three-step, you could say, formula
Mhm.
that I think is a must in D2C is that first you must have very differentiated, distinguished product with very good claim, usually better than market claim, of course, legal in the country that you sell in. Because if you don't have a distinguished product, either by its efficacy slash claim or by sensorial or by format, and I can talk more beauty, personal care, or FMCG
Taste.
because we do that. Because if you don't have claim, first of all, you can't get good enough CAC anyways.
CAC is cost of acquiring a customer.
Cost of acquiring a customer, right? Because good claims, better than market claims, that means better than what the competitors are doing, make your conversion rates go up, so takes your cost per clicks down. So that's a game changer. If you want to build a cost efficient, even large direct to consumer business. And why is it the number one thing? Because if your product doesn't actually have efficacy, doesn't actually have claim, even the best content guys and the best media buying guys can't do that for you. I mean, I can tell you from experience, we have bought more than $100 million of media. The base thing there is that, we sort of understand deeply what is the granularity required
Got it.
to do that. So, from having spent that and having seen the whole journey from spray and pray and throw a lot of things at the market and then see what works and then follow what works, in the postmortem, this is the thesis. If the product is not efficacious, even if you get revenue, you will not get repeat. More advanced investors are not going to buy your stock.
What happens if I'm able to sell an undifferentiated product?
Now, if you sell an undifferentiated product which is effective, you may still have retention.
But not everything is about results, no? I mean, not everything is a supplement.
Results could be in supplements or in skincare or
Okay.
could be in
Go ahead.
could be in any area. But the fundamental of FMCG valuations depends on free cash flow. Free cash flow usually comes from repeat.
Okay.
Because today upfront CACs are too high. So in some constructs where you have a high enough AOV, you have very high gross margin, some very few constructs you could basically.
So it's impractical to keep acquiring new customers.
No, you could, but you won't be valuable. So if you look
Okay.
at the US market today, many companies trade at one-time revenue. The last report I saw, the average Indian beauty personal care company traded at 5 or 6 times revenue, even at scale, even in a few hundred crore scale, they were trading at 5 times. Now, where are these multiples usually coming from? They're coming from seeing that the global players, the L'Oreal, the Estee Lauders, these guys have these multiples. But why did they have those multiples? They had those multiples because they're profitable. Why are they profitable? They're profitable because they had repeat. Why did they have repeat? Because they were efficacious. I mean, these companies have very large research budget. So to pull it back, I think too many people come to D2C thinking it's about contract manufacturing a product and finding a way to sell it.
Yes,
But the
put all
point,
of my funding into ads.
yeah, but even if you do that, it may not be valuable because actually, if you look at the US markets, most of the companies are not valuable anymore. So that's why I think product is very important. If you get distinguished product with high claim, then the best copywriter can really get you high conversion, and then the best media buyer can get you the distribution. So it has to flow in that order. When it flows in that order, you use very little capital and you can have a very large company. The really important thing in D2C consumer is granularity and detail. And that really, I think, is missing even when people come from top schools of all sorts. If you're really detailed about your messaging, segmentation, are going to work super hard, look at the screen 12 hours a day, you will find details and optimize conversions and optimize product that will make you fly through. But if you think life is about talking to a lot of agencies and hopeful that will get done, etc., I've never seen D2C is about detail. And at least that's my belief. I mean, I don't mean to be, I have a lot of respect for agencies and I'm sure they do great work.
Right.
But I think the thing is the incentives are a little bit different in some ways. And I'm talking about capital efficiency. When you're a very early stage business, you don't have the capital, so you need real efficiency. So just focus on the details and everything will get done.